สวัสดีค่ะ and welcome back to At Brain Site here on GBN Station. You are now with me, Kankanap Mushitpand. We all know that mindfulness is for everyone. We can practice it anywhere and anytime. However, it is undeniable that the environment around us always affect our inner peace experiences. So today, Long Pinnick will be teaching us 4 ways to create mindfulness environment. Let's get started.
Good evening, everyone. I am here at the Pape Meditation Retreat. The sun is setting and it's just very beautiful at the moment. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, but just absolutely perfect. Today's topic is about the spiritual path. Many of you who have been following along, you are trying to deepen that spiritual path. You're trying to get to know yourself better and learn the tools of the monastery that can help to improve your lives. But today I wanted to introduce just 4 things that anyone who is on this path should consider. And those 4 things are to consider that the place, that the people, that the Dhamma and the food is adequate and is suitable. So these are the 4 things, regardless of what traditions you come from, it does not matter. But to help to make the path easier so you can focus on your inner world, these 4 things is something that you should take into account. So for myself is I'm not trying to promote the Pape Meditation Retreat. Again, if you're in Thailand, please welcome to stay with us. If not, not a problem. But simply I'm using it as a model that has worked for me, that again maybe you can replicate for your own lives. But let's run through these 4 things. What is so beautiful about the Pape Meditation Retreat here for myself is that it is just adequate for someone who is trying to practice themselves. What it includes first and foremost is its community. We run it like it's a family environment where we eat together, where we meditate together, we do chanting, the daily chores, and we have time for ourselves, but also time for the community. The structure is that we have monks, and with monks here is that it makes it a spiritual community because we hold our 227 precepts. We're here from the Theravada tradition. We practice meditation daily, and then we also give back to the community and practice generosity daily as well. So along with the Buddhist monks, we also have the team of lay people that help support. We also have the retreat participants who come here from around the world. It's been home for thousands of people who have been trying to learn more about meditation and develop their path of going inside. So for us, we're honored to be able to support people's journeys. What is beautiful about this place is, as you can see, is we're just out in the middle of the forest. To not be around so much concrete, to not have a space that is too enclosed, but to just sit out here, to feel the stillness, to hear birds and the sound of nature, where the air is just flowing through and the scenery is just natural and just light and wonderful. For me, this is a bonus for us being in an environment like this. Also for us is, because this is a meditation retreat center, then we have different areas where people can sit as a group, which is the main meditation halls. We have a few, such as Center Hall. We have our Forest Hall, where we train new monks. We also have different open spaces like Moon Hall, Open Hall, but spread throughout the facility. also with that, we try to design it where throughout the vicinity, then you have different areas where you can just sit. This is not one place where it's enclosed and there's a specific time and you have to be there. But no, for anyone throughout the day, from morning to night, sometimes you're just walking by yourself and there's a bench. Sit there, slow down, close your eyes, be by yourself and just take it all in. And these kind of places or these kind of sites are spread throughout. We have the tree house where many of the people just enjoy. You can walk up the steps, be just by yourself where you feel alone and just spacious, and then again back to stillness. We have meditation halls where you're by the river, so you can sit on the rocks, you can dip your feet in, you can hear the sound of the river flowing through, you can sit there with your peers, so anything that you need. We have rocks where you can see the sun rising. There's some areas where you can see the sun setting. So anything that you need, where even we have a fireplace where you can sit. We release our lanterns here. We do Dhamma talks here. But again, more opportunities at any corner that you would like, just to find that sense of stillness and also practice of meditation. One of the benefits and the feedback that we get time and time again being in the middle of the forest is people enjoy the openness. In this kind of context where you're living in nature, then people feel a sense of freedom where they're not enclosed inside or they feel too trapped. But in this space, then their mind can come to a state of relaxation a bit quicker. So being out here versus being in a building with air condition, then again, the mind just slowly relaxes and it can get very still. So this is one of the beauty of being here at Pape. And for me, I've been everywhere. I tried many different things, luxury places, not so luxury places, in the city, in the forest, but speaking for myself is this place is somewhere I can call home. I just like the rhythm of it. I like the fact that it slows me down. Is it challenging in the beginning? Yes. Is it challenging now sometimes when it's raining and there's different animals outside? But it's okay. But for me, that is just part of the environment. And again, the place that you pick, just take this into account because it will help to support your spiritual practice. The people that we surround ourselves with on this path is so important. We've heard of the saying of birds of a feather flock together. And this is accurate because really you want people who are on the same mindset. When you're talking about meditation, then the people around you are interested in this topic. When you're talking about giving, then again, people want to practice generosity and you're speaking the same language. When you don't feel so good, you feel down, maybe you can be lazy, then the environment and the people then help to support you. They help to teach you a language. They help to expand your mind. But here, like I said before, is we have the monks. And the monks here just provide the structure. They provide the examples for the lay people who come here. We also have just a generous staff, meaning the people who come to volunteer. They help to offer the food. They come to cook. They volunteer of their time to do the chores, and it's just wonderful because we get to spend time with the locals. And I know I was just talking about this with my teaching monk, but for some people who see our living environment, and you see that we go on the alms round, some people can have the judgment of, wow, these people are less than, they're not smart, they don't bring value. No, they may not have the same education. No, they may not have the same amount of resource that other communities have. But for me, what is so special about the people here and the villagers here is because they're pure. And I would rather be in an environment where the people are genuinely kind. They have good intentions and their mind is of service, of giving, of kindness, and of generosity. And when you are around these types of people, then again, it sparks your goodness. It sparks your own kindness and it makes you want to do better. So yes, we can be around a lot of wealthy people, a lot of powerful people, but when you're on the spiritual path, something to consider and to take into account is, again, what are we trying to do? Is to purify ourselves, to purify our mind, our speech, and our actions. In thought, speech, and actions. And this, for me, being around the community that we're around, it helps to serve this and it helps push us to that goal. Also, then we have the luxury of meeting people coming from around the world who want to practice themselves. They come here and they're genuinely curious about meditation, about Buddhism, about finding peace, and how to change their daily habits and to be better. And for me to experience them, to see them on their journey, to be able to contribute and to support them, give them some nuggets of information is just the most rewarding. Just even today, like an hour ago, where we had a participant ask us, well, what are the steps? What are the ingredients to being successful in your life? There you go, that topic of conversation, because it's the people here and the type of people, it changes the whole environment. And while we are models for a lot of people that come here, they are also an inspiration to us too. And like I said, in Buddhism, with the Buddhist monks and also the lay people, it's a symbiotic relationship. We learn from one another and we continue to grow and progress. The Dhamma is so critical and so important. Many people just look at the place. It's nice, it's convenient, it's comfortable, it's air conditioned, it's luxurious, and you feel good. But for me, this piece is also important. You need to have the Dhamma, or in other words, just teachings. And this is where the wisdom comes in, where who are you learning from? What do you have access to? And for an environment like us is we have access to the monks, the teaching monks. For myself specifically, I feel so lucky because anytime I have a question about my own issues, my own struggles, my own challenges through monkhood and in life, I'm able to just talk to my teaching monk. Many teaching monks here. I have access to my brother monks who have been in the monkhood for decades, and I just go to their doorstep. I just share with them openly, and they share with me their wisdom and their knowledge, and for me that is priceless. We also just developed or constructed a library, and it was just done last week. Now we have Dhamma books that people can read from the West, from the East, from the scriptures, from psychology, but everything at the disposal. And to sit in the room, to look through the scriptures, to reflect and then to contemplate because of what we learned from our teaching monks, what we read, what we see, what we experience. And again, we're just in this cycle of learning. So wherever you are and whatever community that you're pursuing, make sure you have good mentors, to have good teachers, and to have good resources that comes with wisdom, and hopefully they're pure as well. And then the last part is with food. I won't go into too much detail about this, but each person, your body is a bit different. Yes, people tell you you should eat this, you should eat that, but for me is check in with your body. Your body tells you what you should eat. In this environment, because it's a meditation retreat, it's a meditation living, it's a monastic living, then for us is we just eat 2 times a day, breakfast and lunch, and then after noontime, then there's no dinner or anything like that. But this for us is to help support our meditative experience. For us is we just don't need that much energy. When you eat dinner, then your body needs to process it. Then while you're supposed to be sleeping, your body is still working. And for us is that's counterproductive, and we want to have a good night's sleep, and we just want to be light. So when we close our eyes, we're practicing our meditation, then nothing is interfering. But for yourself is know what you're needing to sustain yourself. Then know what are your requirements, and then find a place that helps you support it and is suitable. So there you have it. These are the 4 things that you should consider when you are on a spiritual path. Again, that the place, that the people, that the Dhamma or the teachings, and also the food is adequate. Because all of this is to help create the foundation where when you don't have to worry about these things that is more outside, then you can start to focus on the things inside. I know some of the people who are watching this may not have access to some of these things. You might miss some errors, and that's okay. But for now, just know the theory and the concept of it, and then with this outline, hopefully you can start to make adjustments where it is possible and where you see fit. So as always on your spiritual journey, I'm just encouraging you, keep pursuing it, keep developing it, and good luck. And wherever you can find an environment that helps to support and to nurture your inner world, I would say keep at it and keep going. So with that said, greetings to you all the way from Thailand, and hope you guys are all safe. Satu.
Thank you very much, Luang Pinik. And now it's time for us to say goodbye. Please make sure to check out all episodes of our At Bright Insight News program on our website, gbnus.com. Thank you for joining us and have a wonderful week. สวัสดีค่ะ